Good day, everybody. It's a guy here, the unknown, and today I want us to look at something very important. I want us to go through a couple of beautiful trades that happened yesterday and last week, and the main objective is I want to share my thought process with you. I want to share with you what goes through my mind whenever I see these trades and why I execute them and where I execute them. I believe this will actually give you the confidence you need, and it's gonna open your eyes. Okay, if you're still struggling with this strategy, why? Because honestly, this is the most simplest trading strategy you'll ever find. Okay, it's one of the most easiest trading strategy you'll ever find, and there are a couple of reasons why I love this strategy. First of all, it gives you freedom. I believe as a trader you need freedom, which is time. Okay, you only come to your screen at 9:30 a.m. if you are in the US, and you only come to your screen at 15:30 if you are in South Africa. Some days we'll have news during the session. Mostly it's going to be around 10 a.m. US time, which is 4 p.m. South African time. So you see, you only come during those times. Okay, and you're going to be on your screen for less than 3 hours. Sometimes you'll be on your screen for 15 minutes. Sometimes you'll be on your screen for 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. Okay, but it's going to give you all the freedom you need. Secondly, these are explosive trades. Okay, they won't take time to hit your take profit. Okay, they are explosive trades. And then thirdly, I love the fact that this strategy is straightforward. You need to know exactly what to look for, and if these criteria are not fully met, you have nothing to execute on the day. Okay, so this gives you all the freedom you need. Okay, so guys, look at this. This is a beautiful trade I took yesterday on the Dow Jones. I entered it here and it went 100 pips very quick. You see, 100 pips very quick, and I took two positions. So two positions, 100 pip. You can see that this is easy trading. Okay, this is like free cash. Okay, and look, they gave us multiple tops, of which I didn't execute here because I wasn't on my screen. Okay, and then when I came to my screen, obviously I saw this wedge and they broke to the downside with an engulfing candle. Remember, we spoke about waiting for the evidence candle, which is the big candle that breaks out. Guys, this is important. I want you to understand this type of a candle. When you see such a big candle breaking out, you shouldn't be scared. Okay, because they are done trapping people and now they are ready to explode. Hence I took it here. And then I told you guys again, you have to wait for the candle to close. Why? Because most of the time it might close as a pin if they still want to trap or if they want to reverse. Okay, so you must wait and take trades that give you high probability. Okay, because when it closes like this, it's the biggest candle. Everybody trapped in this pattern is actually gonna get punished. You see, it went 100 pips straight. I left more than 100 pips on the table, but it's okay because I only take my entries, then I close my screen, I come back late, and then I found my results. So guys, I'm gonna show you how to get trades that are ready to explode like these ones. Okay, I'm gonna show you. So guys, take your pen and paper and follow the steps. Okay, so first of all, guys, I want to share with you, yes, this is on the playbook that I have, and I believe most of you already have this playbook. Guys, all the information I've written on this playbook is very, very important. Please read it, and master everything I've written here. This is what will help you, okay? As you can see, guys, this is just an illustration of this entire steps, okay? First of all, we identify trap volume before the session, okay? Mostly if the session is opening in the middle, we will not know who is trapped. Let's say they went down and they went all the way up and they came back to the middle, we won't know who is trapped. Okay, however, when they do like this, mostly they're gonna trap on yesterday's closing price. As you can see, they send traders down, they go up, they send them down, and the session opens here. Okay, when the session opens here, we know that these guys are trapped, and the reason we identify this trap volume is because some days they are not gonna release these guys. They might give you an opportunity to the downside just to get you trapped. Okay, so you need to be aware. That's why I said you need at least 65 to 70 pips from the evidence candle up until the point whereby they will release this trap, guys. Why? Because if they're giving you an opportunity here to the downside, most likely they will not release this, guys. Okay, because there are three scenarios. Some days they will release, some days they won't release. Let me just show you an illustration of what I mean. Okay, because I believe some people are still struggling with trap volume. Trap volume is very easy, guys. Trap volume is very easy. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, I'm gonna use this line as yesterday's closing price. Okay, and then let's just say prices do this. Okay, and then they go down, they do this, they go down, they do this, they go down, and all of a sudden before the session opens, this is where prices are. And let's say now the session is opening somewhere here. Please pay close attention, guys. This will really help you. Okay, okay, so let's say now, okay, this is the closing price. I just need a different color. Okay, you see, so let's say now just before the session opens, let's say now they're doing what? They're giving you a head and a shoulder. Okay, they give you a head and a shoulder pattern which breaks down, and then they give you an evidence candle. Okay, so this is an opportunity to the downside, right? However, one thing you have to know is that, okay, these guys down here are trapped. Okay, so we need to have at least 65 to 70 pips from the evidence candle up to this point here. Why? Because if you don't have 65 to 70 pips, if you don't have 65 to 70 pips, the problem is what happens if they don't release these guys down here, because prices, let's say the prices can still okay, they can come down and then start reversing, and maybe they plan to go up on the day. Okay, remember, if maybe you have roughly 30 pips here, some days they are not going to release these guys, which simply means they are going to bring you down so that you become part of the statistics of those who are trapped down. So if you have 30 pips here, obviously your 50 pips is not going to be hit, because our minimum target is actually 50 pips, and that's what we target most of the time. Okay, so look at this. If they do this, that means you're only going to get 30 and you're going to get trapped, and once you are trapped, they are coming back to your stops. Most probably your stops might be inside here somewhere. Okay, so this simply means they are gonna close you. Okay, yes, of course there are days when they will just calm down and stop hunt these guys and then reverse, and then there are of course days when they will come down and then they will actually trend. So there are three scenarios. Okay, you just need to make sure that you are safe, because you don't know which scenario is going to apply on the day. Hence why we identify trap volume when we can. Some days we won't be able to identify trap volume. Okay, but when we are able to identify trap volume, it's important to identify it, because there are days when they will bring you down and you'll be part of the statistics of those who are trapped, and if that happens, you will lose, and that's not what we want. Okay, that's not what we want. We don't want you to lose. Okay, so this is the reason why we identify trap volume. Okay, this is the reason why we start by identifying trap volume. So I believe now you understand. If it's not clear, comment, and then I will try to explain as much as I can. Okay, I just want to start by showing you this illustration. Okay, and then the second one is to wait for the equity opening time. Okay, this is not rocket science. You look at your clock, 9:30 a.m. US time. You can just convert that to your own time. Okay, and then when the session is opened, we don't know what they're gonna do, and at this moment we don't have like a decision. We don't know if we're gonna buy. We don't even know if we're gonna sell on that day. Okay, why? Because most of the time when you have a directional bias, it's gonna disadvantage you. Why? Because if you say today prices are gonna go up and you are still a beginner, or maybe you don't have the experience or enough experience in this industry, what's gonna happen is you're gonna fight the market, and you never fight the market. If they show you that they are going down, and on the day you came with a decision, or maybe your signal shows you that they're gonna go up, you don't fight them when they show you that they are going down. Hence why I came with this strategy. This strategy doesn't allow you to have a pre-made decision. Why? Because you are going to be looking for a chart pattern. Guys, there are many chart patterns even on this playbook. There are many chart patterns. Just go to Google, search chart patterns. You're going to get a lot of chart patterns. Even in my recent videos, there are a lot of chart patterns. And the reason we use chart patterns is the fact that we don't know what they're going to do. This is important. We don't know what they're going to do. Chart patterns actually tells us the story. Chart patterns tell us that the insiders have been busy trapping. So we need to know who's trapped. Okay, and once we know who is trapped, we need the evidence candle. That's why on all my drawings I always put here a different kind of color, or a thick color, which is the biggest candle. This is to show that, guys, you need to wait for a big candle that breaks out. You need to wait for a big candle that breaks out. You see here, look at this candle here. This is a big candle compared to these candles here. Okay, you need a big candle that breaks out. You need, I repeat, guys, you need a big candle that breaks out. The same applies if you saw these multi-tops. You need a big candle that breaks out, and this is where most people get it wrong. Guys, you need a big candle that breaks out. Okay, yes, of course sometimes they will retest, but if they retest, they're not scaring you out of this position. You shouldn't be scared. Okay, you shouldn't be scared, because because there are days when they will retest. One thing you have to do, you have to observe this as an opportunity to scale in. You see, now this is a huge engulfing candle. It engulfs these two candles. This shows that they are collapsing. Okay, so this gives you another opportunity to scale in, to open another position. Okay, don't view pullbacks as a threat. Why? Because most of the time when they pull back, they are not gonna come to close you. Okay, because our stops are mostly above this candle, so most of the time they're not gonna come and close you. And why is it? Oh, is it mostly like that? It's because they have trap volume up here, so they don't want to release these guys. Remember, the objective of this candle that closes as a big candle, which is also a breakout, is immediately when this candle closes, those who took the opposite direction are in immediate losses. This is the most important part, guys. Pay close attention. When this candle closes here, those who took the opposite direction are in immediate losses. And when they are in immediate losses, obviously they are not going to close their trades. Why? Because it's hard to close your trade when you are immediately in a loss. Okay, what if these guys don't even have stop losses? Because most people don't even use stop losses. Obviously these guys will have to be forced to close. Why? Because as the move goes down against them and it's a big move, they will be forced to close at big losses, because if they don't, they will see that they're gonna actually blow the account. So the psychology behind this big candle is important. That's why I always say wait for it to close and always wait for the big candle that breaks out. Honestly, guys, if you start waiting for this candle, you're gonna have a crazy win rate. Okay, you're gonna have a crazy win rate. I don't know why you keep jumping or entering before this big candle, before this candle that breaks out. Guys, you don't even know, they can still come and break to the upside and keep going up, but this candle is what will save you. When it breaks out, if immediately those who took the opposite direction are at big losses. Some people are using very big lot sizes, and it's going to be hard for them to actually close. How many times have you been in a loss and now you feel like, oh no, I can't close my trade because they actually, they might just reverse and I might be right. Okay, many times, right? So that's the psychology that happens, and that's what's going to happen to many people. So this candle is very important. I can never emphasize the significance of this candle enough. Okay, so as I was showing you the illustration here, you see this is the most important thing, or this is the most important part of the strategy. Okay, why? Because this candle here, the moment it closes, everybody who went the opposite direction is trapped. You see, guys, don't execute if you don't know what's happening. The only time you know what's happening is when you have a chart pattern. That's the only time you realize that they have trapped people. And guys, I've came up with something that will actually help you identify good patterns. Okay, because I realized people were taking premature patterns, so I came up with something that I believe will help you. Okay, let me just share this with you quite quick. If you see, guys, if this is a right angled triangle, okay, this is a classical chart pattern. Okay, so let's say prices have been going up. Okay, I need a different color, obviously. Okay, let's say prices have been going up. Oh, let me just take any color. Blue one, I think it will do. Let's say prices went up and they came and touched down, then they went all the way up, and most of the time this is what they're gonna do. Okay, they come again. You see, this is what they are doing. And say for instance they come and bounce. Guys, you don't know what's gonna happen when this pattern is building up. That's why I always say do not execute if you don't know what's happening. Don't execute until you have an edge. Okay, why? Because if you don't know what's happening, chances are you are inside the chart pattern. And I'm gonna repeat this: if you don't know what's happening, chances are you are inside a chart pattern. Okay, if you don't know what's happening, chances are you are inside a chart pattern. Okay, and you are actually gonna get trapped. So always wait until you know what's happening. And this is what I actually came up with to help people prevent getting trapped. Okay, look for a pattern that has at least 3 touches on either side. This is a touchdown, right? Okay, yes, it's a touchdown. This is a touch up. So this is literally 1 touchdown, 1 touch up. Okay, this is how you count it. And then we're going to get a second touchdown. And for it to be a second touchdown, they have to be coming from the other extreme. Okay, this is highly important. You see, they have to be coming from the other extreme. You see, this is one touchdown, two touchdown. Why? Because they went and touched this upper line. Okay, so this is 1-1. This is 1-2 down, 1-2 up. So you need to have at least 3 touches on either extreme, or the third touch should be the breakout. Okay, if you have 2 touches and the third one is the breakout, not just any breakout, I repeat, not just any breakout. This is why I always try, guys, to actually show you with a big candle. Okay, I always try to show you with a big candle. Okay, let's just say this is the big candle that literally broke out. Okay, this is the big candle that actually broke out. Okay, oh, sorry. This is the big candle that actually broke out. So guys, this is an evidence candle. We have 1 touch, we have 2 touch, we have 3 touch. We have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. And the reason I'm counting this touches, remember, I'm not counting this touch here as the 4th touch. Why? Because they didn't go all the way down. They just did a U-turn and then they broke out with a huge candle. Okay, so guys, try to focus on patterns that have 3 touches. Okay, try to focus on patterns that have 3 touches. And the main reason I'm doing this is because most people are getting chopped in those small patterns that do not even mean anything. Okay, so guys, when you start prioritizing something like this, you're gonna get a crazy win rate. Okay, and remember, there's a psychology that works well with number 3. People tend to believe things on the 3rd attempt. Okay, I always give you an example that if somebody passes your home holding maybe a crate of booze, and they say, oh, we got this booze for free at the bottle store, okay, X bottle store, you're not gonna believe it. Okay, but it's gonna clock on your mind when the second person passes and tells you, we are getting, or X bottle store is giving free booze, just go there and get your free booze. It's gonna actually click on your mind this time around because it's the second time, but mostly you're not gonna react. However, if the third person comes, tells you the same story holding booze, you are just gonna run there. That's something that is scientifically proven. Okay, the mindset of a person actually be a response on the 3rd attempt. That's like human behavior. Okay, that's why they always use the number 3. So please focus on patterns that have at least 3 touches. Okay, I'm trying, guys, to help you get the best results out of this. Okay, so as I was saying, okay, 1 2 3, they break out. Let's say 1 2 3. Okay, and then they give an evidence candle. This is where you take it and you can put 15 to 25 pip. Mostly I want my stops to be back inside. If there is a swing low, good. Okay, but if it's not there, still, again, it's still okay. Okay, so guys, this is where you take it and you can target your 50 pips. Okay, another scenario is when they are actually doing this, going to the downside. We have trap volume up. Criteria number 2 is to wait for the equity opening time. Okay, provided we don't have news. If we have news in the session, that's when we wait for the news. Okay, guys, all this is in your playbook. Just study these diagrams. Okay, let's say yes, they go up. As they are going up, guys, you have nothing to do. Why? Because they didn't give you a pattern. If you don't have a pattern, you have nothing to do. That's why I told you I love this, because it's straightforward. Okay, it's straightforward, guys. It's straightforward. Okay, and as I said, most of the time they might lead you into trap volume just to get you trapped again. So you must be careful about that. Okay, if they're giving you an opportunity with a beautiful evidence candle and a pattern, you need to have at least 65 to 70 pips to this point whereby they'll release these guys, so that you get your 50 pips guaranteed. Okay, so that's something which is highly important. So this is the first criteria, trap volume. Second criteria, yes, waiting for the equity opening time. And the third criteria is waiting for a chart pattern, because you don't know what they're gonna do. So it's always best to wait for a chart pattern. Okay, so as you can see, you get a head and shoulder. Okay, and then they break out with a beautiful engulfing candle. That's where you execute and you put your stops back inside 15 to 25 pips, and then you target your 50. You see, this is so beautiful, so beautiful. If you back test, you're gonna know different opportunities where you can target more than 50, maybe 100, 150, or 200, because I'm gonna show you a trade where I actually took on Wednesday, and I targeted 200 pips. Okay, Guys, you need to backtest to understand. I'm not always gonna share with you trades where you can target more than 50. Why? Because 50 is what you'll get most of the time, okay? But if you backtest, you'll understand opportunities where you can actually target more than that. Guys, I'm laying the foundation here for you so that you know what you have to look for, so that when you go to backtest, you know exactly what to do. I'm laying the foundation here for you, okay? You still have to put in the work. Don't see this as a replacement of hard work. You still have to invest more hours into backtesting. Hence, I shared all the tools you need to backtest with you. Some people think that, okay, this is everything. Yes, it's everything, but there's a lot you still have to figure out. There's a lot you still have to improve on, okay? There's a lot you will figure out when you're backtesting. Please, please, please go back to your charts and backtest. Okay, now guys, I'm gonna go through the trades that actually happened this week. Okay, so if you look here, yesterday I told you, actually yesterday, I don't even have to explain this again. Yesterday I took the Dow. Okay, I took the Dow yesterday. I also took Nas. I will show you where I took these things, okay? Because this is important, guys. The moment you start seeing these things, it's gonna be so easy. Look at what happened yesterday. If we are looking at all our criterias, okay? Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. Who is trapped? Everybody down is trapped, okay? I told you they're gonna trap on the closing price. This is when the session is opening. Who is at a loss? Who was sent into the wrong direction? Okay, obviously the guys down here were sent into the wrong direction, okay? And I told you, most of the days they are not gonna release them. Sometimes they will just come and stop hunt. And yes, of course, there are days when they will come and release them and trend to the downside, okay? But these guys here are trapped, okay? This is trap volume. This is trapped volume, okay? I'm just gonna mark it as trapped volume, okay? Trap. Guys, I'm doing my best, and don't think this is a replacement for hard work. To be good, you need to backtest. So this is the closing price of the previous day. Actually, this is the closing price of Friday, okay? So let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. They gave a multi-top. If you read Richard W. Shabaka, you will know about the triple tops, okay? He explained the triple tops, but I didn't take it when it broke out here, okay? So for me, I was just observing. Remember, patience builds lip shoes. If most people can sit on their hands 50% of the time, they'll actually make more, okay? So this is the pattern that I actually saw yesterday, okay? Okay, wait a minute, I'll show you. This is the pattern I actually saw yesterday, okay? Obviously I took it from here. So this was something like a wedge, okay? Yes, I said focus on patterns that have 3 touches so that you are actually safe. And of course this one has 2, but focus on patterns that have 3 touches, okay, so that you are safe. This one had already broken down because they gave a triple top up here, and then they gave an opportunity to scale in. So this is where, like, okay, they come down, now they creep, and they are actually gonna continue down, okay? So look at this, guys. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is where they broke out with this huge candle. This is where they broke out with this huge candle. This is a big candle, guys. This is a very big candle. This is a big candle compared to the candles that happened before it, okay? Okay, and this was just 12 pass, okay? This is something like a wedge. So this is where I executed and I targeted 100, okay? Obviously they were going to the next level. So see, I targeted 100 and my 100 was hit in less than, I think, let's see, I want to show you. These are explosive moves. My 100 was actually hit in less than 20 minutes. Actually it took 20 minutes. You see, funny. The same applies to Nasdaq. Took 50, actually took 20 minutes. So when you look at this, the patterns are important. You don't know what they're gonna do until they give you a pattern. You just have to be patient and don't keep chasing and executing everywhere. Be patient enough to wait for the big candle that breaks out. Not just any candle. Guys, all my orders were on this candle. Why? Because I wait for this one to close. It can still close as a pin. Okay? Guys, sometimes I know you want to optimize the amount of returns. Guys, I also left more than 100 pips. So why should you just uh be so obsessed with making more pips? Remember, it's not about the number of pips. That's how they want you to think. This is about the quality. The moment you start thinking in terms of pip numbers, that's the moment you ruin everything. Why? Because now they want you to actually think, oh, you want to make more, want to make more. Most of the time, you're actually going to take patterns that are not even ready to explode. Remember, I told you, I want things that are quick, things that are exploding. Why? Because this is explosive, guys. It's explosive, okay? You don't have to be on your charts the entire day. You took it, close your charts, go out, come back later, okay? Don't spend much time revenging. So this was the one I took, and I also took Nasdaq yesterday. I also took Nasdaq. I also took Nasdaq. Okay. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. This is what happened. Patience again. Okay. Yes, it gave a beautiful pattern, and those who took it, of course, it gave an evidence candle. And some people could have taken it and took a loss, but I actually took it here. I took it here. Remember, time is important again. This was at the beginning of an hour, okay? I executed it somewhere here, okay? And this is where I added, and actually I executed it here on this candle, on the next candle here, okay? And then wait a minute, I want to show. Yes, I executed it here, and I added another position here, okay? And this is a kind of trade that actually went 50 pips in roughly 20 something minutes, okay, in 23 minutes. That's why I told you even the Nasdaq went in 20 minutes, okay, because even for the second entry it was roughly in 20 minutes, exactly 20 minutes. This is a 20-minute candle. That's why I told you the same happened on the Nasdaq. It actually took profit in 20 minutes. So you see, yesterday presented beautiful opportunities, okay? I didn't take this one, but when you look at it, the S&P, I told you I always compare to take the easiest one, and this one happened early, okay? So I wasn't on my chart at this time, okay? Because yesterday I came to my chart after 10, so I didn't see this one happening because I was after 10 a.m. US time, but in South Africa it's after 4. That's the time I came to my screen. But you see, head and shoulder. The breakout candle, guys, is so obvious, okay? It's so obvious. The breakout candle is so obvious. And they hit your 50 pips again in 17 minutes, guys. I told you, this is explosive. This is the way you can get explosive kind of trades, okay? And then, of course, these guys here are trapped. They are leading you down to trap volume. You see, they don't even come and release them. For those who were holding to get uh, thousands of pips on the day, they didn't even come and release them. They bought you down, trapped you, and then reversed. Okay, that's why I keep telling you guys, you need to know who is trapped, because most of the time they're just gonna bring you down and you are gonna become a stat of trapped volume. Okay, this is important. This is important and you can't ignore it. Okay, you can't keep ignoring it. Okay, so this is the beautiful trade they actually gave yesterday. Okay, so guys, let's go to Friday. Friday I took the Friday I took Nasdaq. Yes, Friday I took Nasdaq. Wait a minute. Friday yes, Friday I took Nasdaq. That is true. I took Nasdaq on Friday, and I took it because of this pattern. I told you, if you don't have a pattern, you don't know what's happening. Don't open anything. You see, Friday I took Nasdaq and they hit me here. Which candle did I take? I took Nasdaq here, and my stops are obviously 15 to 25. So I was hit by this candle, which actually happened at one pass, exactly one pass. It hit me. Okay, so I told you I'm a breakout guy. Some days they are gonna retest and then go. So when they closed me here, because this was actually okay, wait a minute. Yes, they did close me. I'm not gonna lie to you, they closed me. Yes, yes, because this candle was 26 pip. Yes, they did close me. I took it here, okay, on the close of this candle. So they did close me. However, I'm a breakout guy. There are three scenarios. They are gonna break out, go, break out, pull back, go. Sorry, or they're gonna break out and reverse instantly. Okay, so this one, it broke out, it closed me, and then they gave another evidence candle. So had they not closed me, this is where I would have added more size. You know how I scale in. I've shared that with you many times. I scale in when they retest and give me another engulfing candle. Okay, so I took another entry here, and I literally targeted 100 bips. Okay, I targeted 100 bips. Why did I target 100 bips? Guys, I targeted 100 bips because you can see this is a very big pattern. This is a very big pattern. Okay, so I can't target 50 pips on a pattern like this. I told you, go and back test. When you back test, you're gonna figure out a lot of things. Okay, you're gonna figure out a lot of things. Right now, I told you, focus on patterns that have 3 touches. Okay, the more you backtest, the more experience you're gonna get, and you're gonna see things that work for you. The problem with most people, you want to replicate exactly what somebody is doing, and that might not work for you because we also have like emotions. Okay, there are emotions that have to be exposed. Your emotional level is not the same as mine. Okay, so you're gonna try to be replicating everything I'm doing. Sometimes it's gonna be very hard for you until you have mastered the craft. Hence, I tell you guys, the best way or the simplest way to master the craft is to go back and back test. I shared with you different kind of tools to backtest. Go and backtest. Even if you can backtest 10 years of data, that's it. That's very very good. Why? Because now you're gonna get 10 years worth of experience. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That's going to give you the confidence you need. Beside the confidence, that's going to give you the experience you need. You're going to get, like, your emotions are going to get revealed, and you will be able to deal with your emotions. If you are scared, you will see that fear when you are backtesting, okay? If maybe you jump FOMO, you will see that when you are backtesting, and that's very easy to deal with because now you already know what your problem is. But if you don't know what your problem is, you can't forward test enough. You don't have sufficient data. Okay, it's gonna take you years and years and years to understand this if you want to do it the hard way. Okay, but the easiest way is to go back test many years of data. That's gonna reveal a lot to you. But I know most of you don't want to back test, so it's up to you guys. It's up to you. You can't replicate everything I'm doing. Why? Because at some point you need to understand that our emotional levels are not the same. When I started, I had a lot of emotions, but now I don't know. I no longer have those emotions. Now I'm able to wait for a pattern to build up. It's not like there's something different between us. No, it's just that experience makes you better. Okay. For me, I just wait. I have that patience in me. Where it comes from, I don't know. But obviously, it comes from experience. There are certain things that you have to grow into. Okay. Right now, you might still be struggling. Oh, you see this as a pattern, you take it. That's part of learning. Okay. That's part of the journey. You're not going to understand this in one night. Rome was never built overnight. Okay. You are not going to be the best overnight. You have to go back and actually spend a lot of time backtesting. That's very 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 important. Okay, so that's why I told you I will actually tell you to target 50. Why? Because that's what I know you're gonna get. 90% of the time, you're gonna get your 50. Okay, because I don't want instances where you come back to me and you complain. Remember, you don't have you don't have the experience required. You don't have enough experience. It doesn't matter how many years you've been trading. You don't have enough experience until you have gone back and back tested years and years and years of data. Okay, so guys, I will always tell you 50 pips. Okay, but for me on this one, I actually targeted 100 pips. Okay, I targeted 100 pips. Wait a minute. Yes, I targeted 100 pips on this one. And of course, it went 100 pips, but I actually closed it somewhere here. Wait, yes, I closed it somewhere here because it was late. I went out to a shopping complex, and when I came back, this is where I found prices at, and I just closed it because it was a Friday. Okay, so on this day, I took roughly 3 positions. I took one here, I took one here, and I took one here as prices were going up because my thesis had already been confirmed. So as prices were going up, I just wanted to add as much size as I can. So I added 3 positions here, and eventually, yes, the first one took at roughly 68. Yes, the second one took at roughly 50 something. Okay, yes, it was. No, the second one was at 50 something, yes, and the third one again was at 50 something. Okay, so that's, I closed it somewhere here. Okay, so this was literally what I took on Friday. Okay, and I told you I compared these things. I think I'm gonna now do Wednesday and I'll be done. I don't want this video. Yes, I also took Nasdaq. I also took the Dow. Yes, because the Dow gave us two beautiful patterns. It gave us I should have included the images of this trade, okay? But I'll post them in the community. This one gave us a half Batman, but I didn't take this pattern because for me, I just didn't like it, okay? Why didn't I like it? Guys, some things come with experience. I just didn't like this pattern, but yes, of course, it delivered. It was a good pattern. But for me, I took this one here. This was a perfect half Batman, perfect half Batman. Okay, yes, half Batman is not included in the playbook, but half Batman is one of the best patterns. Just go to Google search and search half Batman. You will see what a half Batman is. Okay, this is exactly a half Batman, and I'm glad most of you are able to see this pattern and capitalize on that. You see, this is half Batman, Batman's ear, and now like they've trapped people down. They don't want to come and release them. So guys, you don't have to chase these candles because sometimes they will close as pins. They broke out here. I didn't take this one because I wasn't confident with this one, or I didn't feel comfortable with this one, so I only executed my trade somewhere here. Okay, and again I took okay, yes, on this one I took one position. Okay, because this was the first one I took before I even took Nasdaq. Okay, yes, I took this one early, so it I targeted 100 and my 100 was hit on the first move up. Okay, that's what we need. We need our take profits to be hit on the first move up. You see, this is what I took on Tuesday. I took US 30 and I took the Nasdaq. Okay, why? Because these things keep repeating every day. Okay, yes, sometimes I don't post videos on YouTube, and that's because all my videos are gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same patterns over and over and over again. And the reason, guys, honestly, you're not seeing these things in real time is the fact that you're just lacking back testing. If you back test, honestly, you'll see these things in real time, because back testing is a cheat code. You need a cheat code. Back testing is, you can't front test enough. Okay, some of you are still gonna have fears. Some of you are gonna have FOMO. You're gonna want to execute maybe here. You're gonna want to execute maybe here. Like, guys, that's something that's normal. It also happened to me. Okay, remember, I didn't start trading this yesterday. Okay, and I didn't start this year. So guys, you need enough experience. You'll get it through back testing. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you're gonna become good without back testing. You're not. Okay, just put in more time into back testing. Okay, you will see these things in real time. You see, the evidence candle sticks out. You can't doubt this move. Okay, more especially if you have back tested enough. Okay, let's go to Wednesday. This is the last day I'm showing you because the video is already long enough. When was this? Thursday was a holiday, so I don't trade on holidays. Okay, because Thursday we had US holiday. Thursday we have US holiday. When was Thursday? Thursday was on the 4th, and then yes, it was a bank holiday on Thursday. So I don't even come to the market on holidays. Okay, it's just something I don't do. Okay, so on this day, well, it was when it was Thursday. Yes, on Thursday I took Nas. Is it Nasdaq? Wait a minute. Yes, I think I took Nasdaq on Thursday. On Wednesday. Thursday was a holiday. I didn't do anything on Wednesday. I didn't do anything. Okay, I just did everything. Yes. I took Nasdaq here. Okay, I took Nasdaq. This is the pattern I drew. 1 2 3 touches on either side, and then again this is the pattern I saw. You see, this is 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches, 1 touch. Yes, this is a pin. 2 touch, 3 touch, and the reason I'm counting this is they came down. You see, they started here, they went all the way up, they came down again. So I counted this as 1 2 because they went to the extreme, and from here they went up again. That's why I counted this as 1 2, and they came down again. So 3 touches will help you stay away from bad trades up until the time you are confident up until the time you've gained experience through backtesting, okay? Because sometimes some things, guys, just need you to backtest. Honestly, some things just need you to backtest. You're not gonna understand something like a person who's doing it for who has been doing it for many years, and that person also backtest a lot, okay? So you can just think about that, guys. You see, so look at the evidence candle. The evidence candle, wow. So I took it here and I had roughly 25 pips, and my 25 pips were here just below, just a little above this recent swing low, because this is a swing low, as you can see. You see, this is where my stops were. And of course, if you have been focusing on the charts long enough, you will know that most of the time Nasdaq will actually give another pattern, okay? Nasdaq is capable of doing this, okay? It gives you a very beautiful pattern, evidence candle, and then they build another pattern. We have shared this kind of trades many times where they give you another pattern just after breaking out, and this is because they've trapped people down and now they don't want to go back and release them. They're trapping again, okay? And then the evidence candle breaks out, boom, this is a big candle that breaks out. And then, guys, of course, this on this move I also targeted 100. Why do I target 100 on some moves? Guys, you have to go and backtest to understand that. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Yes, this is where I actually targeted 100. I targeted 100 pips. Yes, you see, this is where I targeted 100 pips. Guys, you need to put in the work, okay? I didn't take, yes, on this day I only took one, okay, because this one didn't make much sense to me, okay? This is where I took one. But on Wednesday, one good trade that I had, because I told you there's a trade I'll show you that I targeted 200 pips. I also took gold, okay? And the reason I took gold is because if you look at here, I saw this as an explosive trend. Remember, in the playbook I put a lot of different kind of trends for you. So you see, this was a slope and another slope. So this was an explosive trend, but of course it's many days, okay? But that's not what triggered me to enter. What actually triggered me to enter is the pattern that they actually gave to me, okay? As you can see, this is a pattern that took roughly 3 days to build, but it's more or less a symmetrical triangle, okay? A symmetrical triangle. But look at this, look at this. I took it in the London session, guys, on a 5 minute time frame, okay? I took this one on a 5 minute time frame. Yes, look at this, the evidence candle that broke out. I told you, I only care about this candle that breaks out. Just, you see, compare these candles here the entire day. Going back to yesterday, just during the US session, okay, these were the biggest candles. But compare this with all these candles here. This is the first biggest candle, and it happens to be a breakout candle, okay? This is an evidence candle. This is what I told you to wait for, okay? This was roughly 25 pips because my stops were just a little bit below here, okay? This is where my stops were, okay? And then again, this is where more size was added. And the reason I took 200 pips on this one is mainly because the size of the pattern gave me 200 pips, okay? And the pattern took days to build. You see, this is roughly 211, okay? So if you take this distance over here, this distance over here, this is also written in Shabaka's book and in Peter Branded, okay? You see, this is 200 pips, and oh wow, my target is still here, okay, as I was analyzing, okay? Okay, look at this, look at this, or look at this. This was 200 pips, okay? This was 200 pips, and when I say my target was still here, is because I measured this as times 2 this distance. Why? Because this pattern took days to build, so I measured times 2. That's why this target was roughly somewhere here, okay? Yes, and I took 200 on this day, okay? I took 200 on this day, but I just had different take profits using a magic key. So I was taking off size as the move was going up, and eventually it went 3 times that size, okay? 3 times that size. I love what I'm seeing, okay? I love what I'm seeing. I'll see what happens here, okay? I'm not gonna try to guess what's gonna happen, because we don't actually guess what's gonna happen. But I love what I'm seeing. Prices break up. Sorry, guys. Prices break down, they creep, 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 creep. Okay, I believe you know what's possibly building up, but the thesis will still have to be proven right or wrong, right? You know, when it comes to the types of trends, I've actually gave you different types of trends. Okay, so they break down very quick, and now they take time to creep. We'll see what will happen. We'll see what will happen, okay? Because we're not gonna just decide and guess. So, guys, you see, these are the beautiful trades that I took, and this one is more than enough to actually uh, triple your account. Like we have very crazy moves, guys. These are the big moves, okay? So, how do you get moves that are ready to explode? Chart patterns, evidence, candle. All the trades that I showed you were ready to explode, okay? And the beautiful thing is you got multiple opportunities to add size. It cannot be beautiful than this, okay? So easy, so easy, so easy. But to be honest, I don't want to lie to any of you. To be honest, you need to backtest, and I will never ever lie about this. You need to backtest, guys. You need to backtest. That's the only way you're gonna gain the experience required to make you better. Okay, you need to backtest. You see, I have like DJ30 offline, and the reason it's offline here is because that's where I use the simulation to backtest. Okay, I backtest, I backtest, I backtest a lot. I backtest a lot. Okay, that's why you can see offline. Okay, sorry guys. That's why you see offline is because I spend a lot of time backtesting. So if you don't want to backtest, it's up to you. Because the funny part is I do this the same thing every day. I've been doing this for the longest time, but again, I'm still backtesting a lot. But somebody who is coming here in new pieces, the simplicity of this, and they want to just replicate, they just want the profits without the work. It's not gonna work. Why? Because uh we are humans. There's a lot of emotions involved. You have to find yourself first, okay? You have to find yourself first. You have to deal with your emotions first. That's the only time you'll become better, okay? Deal with yourself, deal with your emotions, your patience, and then start mastering the patterns, okay? Go and backtest 10 years of data, 5 years of data, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years. That will give you sufficient experience that you need, okay? Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, oh, this is easy, you can just get it every day. Yes, it's easy, very very easy, but for it to become more easy, you have to grow into becoming this person who with like, you'll be surprised at yourself if you backtest, believe me. And when I say backtesting, I'm not talking about you coming to your charts, you see, oh, this is what happened, I could have taken it. No, you were never gonna take it there, okay? I'm talking about things that I took, okay? You were never gonna take it there. Why? Because, guys, this is not back testing. Go back and back test. Make the simulation as slow as you can, and then when this candle closes, look at your criteria. If the criteria are met, execute it. See, okay, execute it in real time. That's the only way you're gonna see these things in real time, okay? But if you just say, oh, I was gonna take it here, okay, you go to the next day, oh, they gave a pin, that means I was gonna take it here. Oh, the next day, oh, I was gonna take it here. Guys, what do you mean? You were never gonna take it there, okay? You were never gonna take it there. And then again, even gold. I didn't take this trade yesterday, okay? But gold gave a beautiful pattern, guys. It's all about the patterns. It's all about the patterns. Once you master the patterns, it's about the evidence candle. Give yourself maybe a month just to master the patterns. Just go back and master the patterns, screenshot them, and then like look at them every time. Okay, this is gonna come handy and help you. You see, evidence candle boom down very very quick. This is how you find trades that are ready to explode. And I love what I'm seeing here, okay, because prices exploded down. Now they are creeping. We shall see what they do, what they will do, okay? But there's a possibility that they are building a creeping trend. Remember, there's a creeping trend where they break down, creep, and continue down. I'm not saying they're gonna continue down, but there is a creeping trend like this, and what I'm seeing right now is is in alignment with that. So we will see if our thesis is approved or not, because I told you I don't come with a directional bias. I want to actually be in the moment and trade based on the information the market is generating for me. So guys, I really appreciate you. I believe I shared a lot of things with you. And guys, if you are new, hit the subscription button, like and share and comment below, okay? I really, really love you guys. That's why I'm sharing all these things with you. And for all of you who have the playbook, guys, please read it. Please, please, please read it. Everything written there, master it, okay? Master it. Guys, thank you. Have a beautiful trading week, okay? One thing, same thing every day, okay?